Welcome back to Early Start, everyone. New details this morning about the attack on the U.S. consulate in Benghazi in Libya that left 4 Americans dead, including U.S. Ambassador Chris Stevens. A suspect is now in custody in Tunisia, and the U.S. will be able to question him. Meantime, new emails raise more questions about what the Obama administration knew about the attack and when. CNN intelligence correspondent Suzanne Kelly joins us now. Suzanne, what do we know about this suspect and how he was caught?
Right. Well, CNN's being told his name is Ali al-Harzi, and he was actually involved, of course, in the attack in Libya. He left Libya, went to Turkey, where Turkish officials detained him and then sent him to Tunisia. And now the U.S., according to a U.S. government official, is working with the Tunisian government in terms of getting access to him. And, of course, both the FBI and the U.S. intelligence agencies are going to be very interested in what he has to say.
So the FBI heading up this investigation, when will they be able to get with him and ask him questions?
You know, it could be a matter of weeks because there's a process going on here. Part of that is internal within the U.S., negotiations between the FBI and the intelligence agencies. There's certain information they're looking for. Of course, they want to find out who else was involved in this attack as much as possible, get as much information from this guy as they can. It could take a couple of weeks.
This comes on the heels of those emails we learned about yesterday, or some people learned about yesterday. They've been sort of circulating for some time, saying that Ansar al-Sharia had claimed credit for the attacks in Benghazi as they were happening. Are there any doubts on what these emails are going to reveal?
Yeah, you know, and then later there were reports that they had said, no, we didn't claim any credit for that attack. So you have to be really careful with those bits of intelligence that come out, of course, like in the first 24 to 48 hours, even the first week after something like this. And that's where we've seen a lot of this become politicized. You know, I highly doubt that if there weren't an election in a little over a week now, that you'd see so much of this going back and forth with what the government knew, when the administration knew it, and what they came public with.
And then I guess importantly, any connection between this new suspect al-Harzi and Ansar al-Sharia, that other group.
Right. Now, you know what? One thing we do know is that there were some al-Qaeda affiliates involved, more than just the one we had thought before. So that initial group that led that first attack was about 35 to 40 people. We know that about a dozen of those had al-Qaeda affiliated sort of connections. One of them, al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb, which is the group that operates in North Africa. The other, al-Qaeda in Iraq, which is new and could also be disturbing because they've been doing a lot of other stuff, including an attack in Amman, Jordan, just over the weekend, which they claim credit for.
All right, Suzanne Kelly, thank you so much for joining us this morning.